The Dirty Dart, one day later. So in the last video, we showed you where that got messed up in here. So we brought our paint line up to the next body line. Huh? Not bad for a 20-footer. Here you can see a little bit of a paint line where it comes up. Most of our chrome trim will take care of that. Our paint line is right on the shadow line down. You can see stuff reflecting in it. It's shiny, it's nice. Our repair works. And, you know, this is a car with marks and little chunks of paint out of it. And we were tasked not to fix that. We just want to get rid of the rust in the rockers, the bottom of the doors a little bit, and the quarters. So now you have a complete orange car, and it all pretty much looks the same. Our paint is obviously going to be way shinier, but we're close enough that we weren't building a show car. We're just keeping this car preserved, and somebody can restore it properly later. Nobody's going to try to hide that there's any filler in this car. You can look down these you look down the side, you can see that there's clearly filler in the car. The owner just wants his car preserved so it looks pretty and he can drive it around. This is a driver. This is a perfect example of what somebody could build by themselves for, you know, relatively speaking, not a buttload of money. Now, we're not done with the car. We're going to jack it down, and we're going to sand down our hood. We're going to paint it satin black, and we repaired all the scratchiness in here. I think I showed that in an early video. There was some deep scratches here, so we bodyworked that. We repainted this, and we're just going to tape right up to the line and black that out along with the hood. You can see how it'll kind of go with the hood, and then it swoops in to the chrome. So with the stripe on the back and the black on the hood, I think it'll look good. What we weren't going to do that we could do, we could repaint the cowl and the hood with that orange. The thing is, that orange down there, being a little brighter and shinier, is below a shadow line. It kind of doesn't catch your eye. The moment we do this hood and the cowl, it's not going to look like the roof. Which maybe that doesn't matter because these have been repainted. And the owner did them himself, and he actually did a pretty reasonable job. There's a small textured orange peel to it, but it kind of matches what's in the car. Probably not done on purpose, but it works, you know. Our orange is closer to the car than what these fenders were. But I mean, it's close enough that even sitting outside, this car looks totally fine. So now we went ahead and we touched up all these little spots, and you can see right through the paint because paint is a lot like Jello. We weren't trying to fix the chips. We just wanted to glue them so they wouldn't delaminate. Now, if the owner wants, he can take some of the orange paint with a bit of hardener and no reducer, and he can go around and touch these all up. I feel like he's going to do that. I'd recommend you don't. Just leave them alone. Do what I did. It's just to glue it and stop it because there's chips, there's scratches. The car's not going to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be. Now, that's not to say we're at a point where a guy could very much decide to do a little bit of body work and touch-up work, you know, a little bit of finishing filler in these areas, scuff it in, and give the car a quick repaint. You could do that, but the owner doesn't want to put that kind of money into this car. What we did is we fixed what was rotten. You know, like we've got nice lower quarters, decent door, the rocker's nice and clean. You can see the bottom the same way, if you can see under there. And that's all we wanted to do with this car. This was about, the guy that owns this has a handful of really, really nice cars. And the problem with a real nice car, you're not going to take it to the random corner restaurant, leave it parked outside. You're not going to pull into Walmart and run in for groceries. If you get a little chip or mark on this car in the parking lot, you're not going to lose your mind. So that was the purpose of this car. This is something that he can drive daily in the summer and still have fun and still have a 344 gear muscle car, right? Which is all part of the fun. So this is a pretty cool car. I know I like it. Of course, you could fix it better and do better stuff, but that's not what we were going for. So here on the upper door where the paint came off with the tape, We basically just brought the new paint line up to the next line. You can see there's a little mark in there where we dropped it down and just kind of feathered it in. You know, and again, it doesn't catch the eye, but this is the side that was completely rotten front to back, and as you can see, it's pretty. It's clean, it's orange, and it's straighter than the rest of the car, which kind of makes the rest of the car look straighter than it is. Like, this car looks pretty good now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a couple shorts off later today. We're going to jack it down. I'm going to take it outside, and we'll do a walk around of the car in the sun just to see what we got. And then later we'll prep the cowl, prep the hood for the satin black. Man, that is a nice looking paint when it's done. I'll give it that. Good shine to it. Makes me wish we'd actually painted the whole car. At any rate, it is what it is. And we're happy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.